Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy, this time with a StarCraft 2 replay for you guys. As once again we have a great engagement, a great international engagement here in between these two pro players. So let me once again just start by introducing the players to you guys as we are spawning here in the upper right in the red. It is CLEM from France, a very young and talented Terran player here. And his opponent spawning in the lower left in the blue, it is Rogue from South Korea. One of the best Zergs currently there is. Of course there is Serral, there is also Raynor, but Rogue doing really well in the year 2022 in the GSL tournament as well. And yeah, really great engagement here on the map called 2000 Atmosphere here. So Terran versus Zerg it is, France versus South Korea here, as CLEM is opening up here pretty standard, blocking here the ramp with a supply depot, with a barracks, and also goes into his gas. Let's check Rogue's build order here really quick, just making some drones, going for his fast expansion here as his overlord is also moving out here on the map. You can also see in the upper left part the production tab, just in case I'm missing something. So yeah, very recent replay here for you guys, 2022, end of February it is. And yeah, let's just see what exactly the players have prepared for us. Of course we've seen also Beyond and Maru versus Scarlet here on this channel. Many Terrans really like to go for those medivacs with those units, with those bio units, with those marines and marauders and so on. Let's just see the reaction here from the Zerg. What exactly he's going to do, counter this, perhaps some Zerglings, perhaps some Mutilist Banelings would also be good. Lurkers also a nice idea. But yeah, currently pretty standard stuff here, no early harassment as the gas is already up. There's a spawning pool here for Rogue, and we also have the first expansion here for CLEM, as he's also sending out here his SCV. Now this SCV is of course very much important here, just to give him vision if the Zerg has went into a fast expansion or not. Of course if the SCV sees no fast expansion, he pretty much knows that early aggression is coming here towards his way, so he pretty much has to cancel the expansion and go for that wall in here really quick. So yeah, the wall in is complete, and there is his factory here, as I'm pretty sure he's also having a Reaper out on the map. Yeah, there it is, Reaper early on, just to harass the mineral line here a little bit, just to harass those Zerglings. But yeah, this aggression should of course end as soon as there is a queen out. Now yeah, nice micro here by Rogue, just avoiding those attacks. Some Zerglings will of course take some damage, one might even get sniped here, but that is really perfectly fine early on. As yeah, really one Zergling is almost dead, but the queen is out. Now remember, the Reaper is also nicely healing here himself. And yeah, let's have a look at the follow-up here. We can also see it was a best of 5 here, but I just chose here the longest game here in between these two pro players. So yeah, Alpha is telling us of course that it is a best of 5, but yeah, like I told you, just going here for the longest game and just gonna cast here the longest game here in between these two pros. The Reaper is going to see the second expansion here from Rogue. Let's check his main. There's that upgrade for his Zerglings. No other buildings here for him, no gas here into his expansion. Let's check CLEM. Just here is with his expansion, and a really nice, like I told you, very young player here, even getting encouraged by his father to go and play StarCraft 2, and he's actually doing really well in the tournaments, and I believe he's also making a living out of StarCraft 2. So let's just imagine having a father who encourages you to become a gamer, to become a player. And I'm pretty sure that his mother is also understanding here that this is and can be of course a full-time job, especially if you go into streaming and perhaps also add a YouTube channel and so on. So yeah, pretty nice stuff here from this young player from France, as he's moving out here with his Hellions, with his Reaper. So yeah, just waiting here around, just waiting here for Rogue to produce more and more drones, and income many more Hellions here. So it's already 4 Hellions. So interesting strategy here by CLEM, not choosing to go mass bio early on with some medivacs, heading straight towards those Hellions, just waiting for that drone count to go much higher. But of course Rogue is going to spread here his queens. He even has a queen here blocking the entrance, also 2 queens here. So yeah, queens of course good counter against those Hellions, not taking so much damage out of that flame strike. And yeah, perhaps CLEM is going to find here an entrance as he's going here forward, but a nice save here by Rogue, heading straight into a spore and also blocking here the entrance. So really great stuff, as more and more Hellions are joining here the attack. 6 Hellions here already, many queens here on this part. but this could be a little bit not defended here by Rogue, so he's of course going to try to come through, snap some of that Queen's eggs, and yeah, even more and more Hellions, so he might spread those Hellions. There's even a Medivac now here with some Marines, with some Marauders, and here we go, we finally have a first engagement. Hellbats are now being upgraded from those Hellions, so much tankier unit. And remember, they can also be healed by this Medivac, but in the end, Rogues comes in from the back with those Zerglings, and in the end the Zerglings giving, of course, having to be sacrificed, but giving, of course, those Queens the chance to heal themselves and stay alive here. So nice early engagement. Zerglings have been snapped. Yeah, those Hellbats really strong against those Zerglings. And yeah, let's have a look where exactly CLEM is going to do his next attack. He's looking like he's heading straight towards the main here from Rogue. Let's just see if he's going to prepare for that. Yes, indeed, he has a Queen and some Zerglings here. Let's just check those buildings. Banelings next, of course. Rogue reacting towards that bio transition here from CLEM. Actually, he knows that many Terrans really like to go into bio, into those Marines, and he's also expanding here at the 6 o'clock. Let's have a look at CLEM's main. There is an expansion who is about to float up. How many barracks does he have? Currently 3, going into that 4th. And yeah, his expansion also nicely pumping here out middle. Let's just check the worker count really quick. 64 here for Rogue, 54 for CLEM. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. As this expansion is also being now upgraded into a command orbital command, and will very likely land here really quick for CLEM. Now he's going into more and more Marines here. He will have soon 5 barracks here. Really nice transition here from him, as the SCVs are also being transitioned here. And yeah, once again the Hellbat attack is coming through. We even have a landed Viking here. Might try to snipe here this expansion, but currently he's just going for this one Queen. So really strong stuff here by CLEM, already sniping here one Queen, taking however quite some damage. There is no Medivac here for healing, so he pretty much has to commit in here, but the splash damage is really strong here by those Hellbats. Also many kills for them, but in the end the Queen will hold. And at the same time, sorry about this one, he did another attack here, so he did snipe some drones. So good stuff here by CLEM in the end, losing some units, using some Hellbats, but finishing off 6 drones here. So yeah, Rogue just has to recover a little bit, as CLEM is heading into more and more bio here, so mass barracks here for him. Also nicely walling in here, just stopping any Zergling bust here or any Baneling bust here. Just pretty much has to wall in here, as once again this time it's some Marines moving out. Of course the Marines will have shield here being upgraded. Steam is also being upgraded. Like I told you, can see all of those upgrades here in the upper left part. And I believe I saw a Spire. Yes, indeed, there is that Spire with that upgrades for those Mutalisks, and there are the first Mutalisks. So it's a Link Bane into Mutalisk here for Rogue, as he's heading now straight towards this expansion point, surrounding all of those units, taking however quite some damage. He's just bringing now on against the reinforcements here from CLEM. But CLEM just having way too much 1-1 upgrades here for those Marines as well. Really important. At the same time, Rogue is also expanding here, so pretty much taking here the left flank of the map, also having the 6 o'clock. So this is exactly why CLEM is moving forward. Rogue still tries to take on those reinforcements, but it's just a couple of Zerglings. However, they can cancel here this one command center. In comes the attack with a nice scan just to snipe those creep eggs here from the Queens. And he's also nicely spreading here his units, so it's really important here for the Terran. Spread those units against those Banelings, and here we go. We have a great engagement. Mutalisks are in the front. Now come the Banelings with those Zerglings here, and so much splash damage here taken by CLEM. CLEM pretty much has to retreat here. Hopefully he's not going to lose so many Medivacs. Indeed, the reinforcements are coming in with Stim, but Queens are also out here, and those medics really have to heal those Marines up. So much damage has been taken here by them, but also taking damage out of that Stim, and those Medivacs will now be targeted here by those Mutalisks. So of course CLEM might transition into some mines. He might go for some Vikings here. Let's have a look at his decision, and the Mutalisks are pretty much going to attack here. There are no defenses here by CLEM, so he might lose a reactor or two here. He might even lose some SCVs, but there are There is one turret here, however with so many Mutalisk, Rogue might try to engage here. In the end he's just retreating because there's apparently another attack coming here forward by CLEM. Now CLEM is also on the retreat, and a really nice job here by Rogue, just finding a good position just to attack those reinforcements. It's really important here with those Mutalisk. They're so much mobile here, they're really fast, of course a little bit squishy, but in the end always good to catch those reinforcements here for the Terran. And yeah, like I told you, really fast in the air. As once again Rogue is moving out, he's pretty much supply maxed out here. As let's just see where he's going, heading straight towards the middle. He might go for this expansion point here. Just not that many units here, and even the Mutalisk are coming in for Rogue. Now he's getting pretty much surrounded, so he needs to be careful, but there's just so many Zerglings here. However, also so many Marines, and they're operated 2-2. So yeah, good stuff here by CLEM. Now he's a little bit on the defense as his attack hasn't worked out here. Creep is getting spreaded, Rogue is even taking here the 5 o'clock position, and now CLEM is perhaps going to try here to attack the 9 o'clock. Let's have a look. He also has a tank here, many Marines. They will be spreaded. Some Marines are of course being left in the front just to soak up the first bailing shots. Look at that, really nice stuff here by CLEM. Just checking here the water, and of course there's so many bailings here for CLEM, for Rogue, sorry, and yeah, even more are getting morphed here. So really nice stuff here by Rogue, just going into mass bailings, and Mutalisk even having those Zerglings on the ground. Let's just check those upgrades. 1-to-1, pretty standard, pretty normal here. As there is a Tor here, of course the Tor that counter towards those Mutalisk, and maybe later on we're gonna see some stronger units here for Rogue. Perhaps some Roaches, some Ravagers here might go into an Ultralisk. Broodlings could also, Brood Mother would also be an interesting option here for Rogue, as there's just so many Marines here for the Terran. Now yeah, CLEM is also preparing once again an attack. Just notice how nicely he's spreading here his Marines. Really great micro here by him, and they're even having this one tank in the back, just giving him so much splash damage potential. But Rogue is once again coming in here, and he's also coming in from the back, sniping those reinforcements, and now CLEM is pretty much surrounded here. He's going to take so much splash damage here, everything looking like he's going to get cleared. And luckily here for CLEM, he manages to move out here with those medivacs. But yeah, all of his units, all of his Marines have been taken out, even the siege tank. So now CLEM pretty much has to regroup, as Rogue is once again moving here out on the map. His creep spread is really strong. He might even connect here this expansion with the other expansion, so CLEM really needs to make something happen here against this strong gameplay here by Rogue. Hold on, we have another strong attack here, this time by Rogue, sniping here this one tank and sniping all of those SCVs here. 6 SCVs have already been killed. There are some mines here. Rogue looks like he's going to attack, keep on attacking. He's also losing some units here, but in the end Rogue just pretty much is going to commit, and he's just going to snipe SCV after SCV. Finally in comes CLEM with his reinforcements from the back. Mutalisk are in the air, just trying to snipe as many SCVs as possible, and in the end Rogue is retreating. However, damage has been done here, especially economic damage here against all of those SCVs. SCVs have been sniped, 11 of them, and a lot of mining time has been lost here by CLEM, sadly, as both players are trying to regroup here. Yeah, once again, many Mutalisk, sorry, the Tor has been now sniped by those Zerglings. Many medivacs actually here for CLEM, but not that much bio here for him. He needs to be careful, as the Zerglings are not just taking on those reinforcements. Yeah, really smart gameplay here by Rogue, sniping those reinforcements. This is exactly why CLEM is reacting with some mines here against those Zerglings. And let's have a look at the next step. I already see another attack here being prepared by Rogue. This time he's heading for this planetary fortress, and yeah, CLEM is bringing some units in the back just to defend here. Yeah, those Mutalisk really did a nice job here for Rogue, having 2 weapons upgrades here. And yeah, CLEM still tries to make here a bust through this mine, could deal some nice splash damage here, great splash damage here. But now we have Ultralisk 5-3 upgrades here, such a tanky and strong unit. And finally the mines show their strengths here against those Mutalisks. against those Zerglings and of course Banelings. So yeah, nice spread here by CLEM, but in come those Ultralisk, and yeah, the reinforcements are also pouring in here for Rogue. Banelings do try to get some connection. Nice kiting back here by CLEM, avoiding those attacks, now just sniping one Baneling after the other. But there are those Ultralisk here, and they're really tanky, and nice counter against the biomass here from CLEM. CLEM, sadly for him, he also lost once again 12 SCVs here. He might snipe this one hurted Ultralisk. At the same time, he's going to snipe here this hatchery. So yeah, both players are trading blows here as more and more is coming here towards CLEM, and also expanded into this location. Let's check what is going on. Once again, those Mutalisk really great here for Rogue. He even has those observers, overseers here, just to see some lines. Yeah, really great stuff here by him, as he was able to manage to kill so many reinforcements here by CLEM. And yeah, Rogue with those 4 Ultralisk, some Banelings of course. Let's see, Ultralisk have to of course be in the front here. They will deal splash damage, but they will also take quite some damage here. Nice spread, nice kiting once again back and forward here by CLEM, as the Banelings will try to get some connections. But yeah, in the end CLEM should be able to hold this, however at what cost? Going to lose quite some units thanks to that splash damage. And Rogue can of course afford to lose those units, but hold on, we have a big splash damage here without those Banelings. CLEM not paying attention for a while, and he's going to lose so many units, as yeah, those Mutalisk are still able to stay alive here, and the Banelings are really getting some great connections against the 3 upgraded here already units from CLEM. And yeah, let's just see if Rogue will once again try to attack here. There are 2 turrets, even a 3rd one here, so yeah, pretty much has to stay back. We see 6 drone kills here, perhaps they happened. Sorry about this one, I didn't see that. And yeah, once again we have an engagement here. Mines will take out those Zerglings here. Nice kiting once again back and forward here by CLEM, but he just shows us how tanky those Ultralisk are. Rogues trying to get a nice flank here. Finally the rocks will block him a little bit. I was going to try to snipe perhaps a Medivac or 2. We see great splash damage here, but Rogue looking like he's pretty much going to commit here. He's going to pass through here with those Mutalisk. Banelings are now just getting more and more connections, and now if they even head up to that ramp, and Ultralisk are still alive, those Mutalisk are still alive here. And yeah, in the end Rogue is going to take this. So Rogue with a Ling Bane Mutalisk into Ultralisk strategy here against those bio units here from CLEM. Nice game here by both players. In the end, Rogue just pretty much having that advantage with those fast Mutalisks, just sniping unit after unit here into this area, also taking out some SCVs, and the Banelings really got those great hits here. CLEM really tried his best to spread those units to kite back and forward, but in the end Rogue just having way too much and way too many bases here for him. Look at that, it's just like an L shape here on the map. Really nice stuff here by the South Korean player. So yeah, once again guys, I hope you enjoyed this. There will be some more Starcraft 2. I will of course be casting Starcraft Broodwar as well. I hope you enjoyed this replay. We'll be seeing you of course in the next replays. This is Tommy signing out.